meses en un refugio donde sufrimos el terrorismo, la discriminación. Necesitamos de su ayuda, necesitamos ayuda para los niños en el tema de la salud. Hay muchos niños enfermos, hay mucha basura.
I want to say real fast to the black community of this town, in the words of Malcolm X, we've been hoodwinked, run amok, bamboozled. Mayor Johnson, I need you to listen. I need your undivided attention.
Yes, welcome back. I have been saying this and it's happening. Black Chicago residents admitted they have been tricked by Democrats, and they even sent out chilling warning to illegal immigrants. The situation has reached a certain level, they can't take it again.
Mayor Johnson, I need you to listen. I need your undivided attention so that you can hear what the soul of Chicago is like. Yes.
Talk to him.
Oh, that probate division. It's not just the immigrants that's coming in and bogarting our communities. That probate division with the public administration office is illegally taking our properties.
These are our touchstones being used to free everybody else except black people. You sending our money to Ukraine, to Mexico.
And they don't even let black women in their borders, FYI, in the Ukraine. Homeless black women can't get through the borders in the Ukraine and we send money there.
I tell you I'm going out.
Yo, it's so lost, it's not even funny, it's not even
We
funny.
send children coming up missing on the border and Mexicans don't even talk about it. Y'all won't even tell the president to close the border. Close it. Y'all sorry as hell up you are.
The situation has reached a certain level, they can't take it again. If you remember, this mayor ran on the promises like, I'm going to bring in illegal immigrants and we are going to take care of them. When I look at what is happening in Chicago right now, it is extremely disturbing to realize residents cannot take it again. I didn't want to address this situation of the way it is because I've realized a lot of people often ask me this question. This is an African. Why can't you concentrate, to do video about Africa than talking about American politics?
Frustration, anger, and confrontations all on display as neighbors in Woodlawn gather to talk about what they call big problems at a nearby migrant shelter. New at 10, CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov takes us through what happened.
Let them talk so they have a voice.
A call for order during a heated meeting at Woodlawn's Apostolic Church of God.
Who's helping me?
The focus, this migrant shelter in the old Wadsworth Elementary School.
I would ask you all to go out there at night, in the middle of the night, and see what goes on.
What's going on, according to community members, is loitering, late-night partying, littering, prostitution, and at least one fight between migrants and residents.
It got a little heated. Objects got thrown.
But many of these residents say they no longer have any tolerance for the disruptive behavior by those seeking asylum here. It's making them feel unsafe.
They disrespect us, they rob us, they harass us.
And their patience is wearing thin.
Let me say this. They got one more time to deal with it because otherwise, next time they deal with it, they're going to deal with it from the streets. We're going to take over it. Nobody's going to be able to stop us from what we're going to do to them.
Much of the residents' anger was directed at city officials in attendance, including 20th Ward Alderwoman Jeanette Taylor, Chicago Deputy Police Chief Stephen Chung, and Family and Support Services Commissioner Brandy Kanazi. At one point, police had to intervene, breaking up an argument during public comments.
And that absolutely is a problem.
And Alderwoman Taylor says she's now seen some of them firsthand.
The people who are keeping up the trouble are the people who are kicked out of the damn shelter.
All of the city officials here at this meeting promise that they are working for solutions to make the area around the shelter better for the neighborhood and consequences for those asylum seekers who are found to be breaking the rules or the law. But residents say they want to see something happen and something change immediately.
14 shelters across the city are being used to house migrants. The Rogers Park Super 8 motel, previously used for homeless men, is the latest facility sheltering new arrival families.
The number of buses that we've received since May really makes it challenging to have a finite population because the ball and the goal keeps moving every day.
City officials testifying at a city council committee meeting today admit it is challenging to find shelter for the influx of new arrivals. 12,000 have arrived since last August, many since January.
Just from January to today, we have seen an increase of 43.5%.
The city says 68 buses of about 50 people per bus have arrived since January. 60 of those have come since May, when Mayor Brandon Johnson took office. Migrants are taken to police stations first with the goal of getting them to a shelter as soon as possible. But some aldermen say the overall plan is not working.
We ain't prepared for any more buses. And so what is the plan to say we cannot do it anymore?
20th Ward Alderwoman Jeanette Taylor says there have been several issues at the shelter in her ward. Over 600 migrants are staying at the old Wads.
And it was crazy, to even think of this. There are people on this platform, they put out a lot of content concerning Africa. I cannot go under the person comment section, place you an American, place down, talk about African politics. You are good at that, so you should be able to concentrate to actually talk about this. When I see people with this kind of IQ, it bothers me a lot. The world is very small. I'm more to that. You don't even know my location, and you don't know what I know best. There are things happening in Africa I don't even know. But concerning the kind of videos I put out here, try to react, share light on what I've experienced, it should not be a bigger problem to some people. When I see this on daily basis, it is actually a motivation. If it was someone, the person would be discouraged, and like, I should not be able to talk about this. But at the end of the day, I realized this was a Democrat. He was not happy with that video I put out concerning Nancy Pelosi's city, with what level of crime, happening there. Now look at what is happening in Chicago. They can't condone with it. If Blue State never took up that decision to, be bringing some of these buses to some of these cities, I will tell you the truth, they will not feel the impact of this immigrant. They thought it was normal, like we want to talk about this. They used to see it like a normal thing. When Kamala Harris got up one morning and realized the level at which these people are in front of her house, that's when she started thinking like, it's like we have been making a mistake before taking up a decision. Democrats have advocated for this. If you look at the level of immigrants this year entering the United States, the number is huge. I understand there are countries facing some kind of challenges like war. This kind of people, they have right to, to migrate. It is now difficult to actually identify who is who. If there was a parameter to actually check if you are lying or speaking the truth, pertaining to your situation, it could be nice.